Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Brad MacMayer, and today we're going to be covering music for independent artists everywhere across the world, okay? So on my Facebook, I got a few messages for people asking me, Brad, is there a way for me to do my music for free? Is there a way for me to do my high quality videos for free? Is there a way for me to get free publicity? Of course there is, okay? So I'm going to teach you guys, I'm going to take you by the hand, and I'm going to teach you guys just a few basics so you can get just started on your own and you can do it from home. And I'll tell you exactly how to get that free publicity, free videos, and everything that you need to do in order to jumpstart your career as an independent musician online worldwide. So here we go. So the first thing you need is, let's open that up. Branding, right? Branding yourself. So branding yourself, you need, the first thing online is to have authenticity in order to begin a brand. You need to be original. You need to have great quality online when people could go to your website and then they could see everything that's there, whether it's, your creatives, your images, everything needs to be up to standard. So you need to create a brand online first in order to do anything else. Because the first thing that they're going to do when you tell them about your music or they see you on stage, they're going to first go to your website and obviously hear your music there, read your bio and who your fans are, who is your demographic. So there's a lot of things that you need as far as just to start out. And functionality as well of the site needs to be immaculate so they have a great experience when you go to your site. And it's very smooth and it runs great, and it's easy to get in contact with you or your manager or your team staff, whoever. Just have a great smooth transition when they get there, and you want to keep them there. Get them involved with contests and everything, and so it's so many things that you can do online. But we're going to cover that in our next chapter when we do branding. So right now, let's continue to teach you how to learn how to get free music videos done, a free content online and free publicity, okay? So first thing, like I said, that is branding. So branding, there we go. We're going to put it right here. So that we already covered that, branding yourself. The second thing you need, here we go, is, whoa, here we go. Oh, that was a good take. High quality, there we go, high quality video content and product placement. So you need to have high quality video content online. All of the high quality videos there you see out there with your favorite rap stars such as Jay-Z, Kanye West, and so forth, they are filmed on the Red Scarlet camera. If you never heard of the Red Scarlet camera, you could Google it online and just Google Red Scarlet camera or Red camera. The top movies today are filmed on the Red camera, and like for example, The Social Network. So how do you get the Red camera if you don't have one in order to have a high premium content there online? And I'm going to teach you how to do it, everything for free. So this is what you're going to do. First things first. So the Red Scarlet camera costs around $25,000. So obviously you don't have the money to get it. So I'm going to teach you how to get it for free. What you're going to do is you're going to have three things done. And one, you need to rent it out from a higher, a place out there in California where they do a lot of camera rentals, and that's what you want to do. You want to rent the camera for the weekend, so that way they could ship it out to you. You could get it out in a Friday, record it Friday, Saturday, ship it out on Sunday, and then they will have, their camera back on Monday. There's going to be probably a deposit there that you need to make. But at least you already have it out there and you have a camera, a high quality camera to go with. So what you're going to do, now that you have this camera, how are you going to pay for the camera, right? Even if to come to your place or be shipped it to your place for you to use it. You're going to do product placement, right? And the best thing to do, I tell you, the best way to do this is reach out to 3 companies, whether they're local or they're national, and have them do product placements in your video. And you could charge them if the camera is going to cost, let's say $2,400. Let's get 4 companies to give you $600. So now you're going to have them pay for the rental and the shipping, and that camera is going to come to your house at no cost. So now you already got your, covered for you to have that camera for the weekend and record your video. But so now you go up to them and you contact the marketing director and you say, look, I'm going to have a great video that I'm going to put online, a great content, right? And I would like for your company to have product placement in my video. Whether it's a sneaker company, whether it's a, Comcast, Xfinity, a great way to put Xfinity into your videos. Let's say in the storyline when the director and the screenwriter is doing your video, what you can do is you say, look, I would like to have a product placement into the video of Xfinity, so have me on the internet right when the video begins and it shows the Xfinity logo there. All right, so that's, great subliminal messages as well for Comcast and Xfinity. Even if it's like 20 seconds, people will see it. What is great for the company is that every time somebody plays the video, the Xfinity logo is going to have impressions online, and that's the key. So if you don't bring your video down from YouTube, it is always going to have the video out there, and impressions for Comcast and Xfinity is always going to be seen by your fans and whoever sees it for the first time, as long as the video is up there online. So imagine how many impressions they're going to get, and they're only giving you $600. $600 for a company is nothing. So they will have no problem in giving you $600 to do a product placement if the storyline is great, if the music is awesome, and you have a following. And so that'll be the way to go. And you do that 2 more times, actually 3 more times with 3 different companies. So you can get Xfinity, you get a sneaker company, you get a clothing line, and you put it all into the video, and now you have that money to rent the Scarlett camera, and now you can shoot your video on a great high quality camera. Now that you have the camera, you're going to need someone to operate the camera. So what you're going to do is you're going to reach out to a local film school, a college, and so you go out there and you say, look, where's the film school here? You approach the film school students and you say, look, I'm doing a great video and it's going to have great distribution, and how would you like to have your name in my video right on the intro? And that's all, because they're going to say, you know what, I've been studying for 4 years or 3 years or 1 year, all this film stuff, and I need to get my name out there just to get out there in the world and start getting jobs myself. So that's what they will say to you. So then say, all right, that's a great idea. So why not? I'll do his videos for free. I get to play with the Scarlett camera. It gives me credibility online, and he's going to have my name on the video and the intro. That's great publicity for me myself. So that will be obviously the director of the video. So now you're going to have him do a storyboard for the video along with you, your manager, your team, your creative staff, and you're going to have a great video directed by the student. It's in the film school, and he's going to be doing it for free. And of course, you got to work it out with him as well for somebody in that class to do the editing as well. So when you start talking about how this thing is going to play out that benefits him and his name and putting his name out on your video, you want to get somebody to do the editing as well. So there you go. So now you have the camera, you got a director, and you got an editor for free. We're in business now, right? Because now we have a video with high quality, high content online. So now that we got those things done, what are we going to do with the video? How are we going to get thousands of views on YouTube? That's the secret question that everyone asks me. How do I get so many views on my videos? And it's very simple. And I'm going to teach you exactly right now how to do it. And you're going to get not only a lot of views, but you're going to get free publicity from the press. Yes, from the press. You're going to get free publicity from the press. And you're going to get a lot of people, a lot of traffic going to your site, and everyone is going to fall in love with you as an artist. Okay, so this is how you do it. Let's go right there, and we'll leave that for just a second. Wow, this tape is really, we cannot use this tape anymore, seriously, because this tape is like ridiculous. All right, so here we go. We're going to reach out to nonprofit organizations, and we're going to pick 3 of them. Why nonprofit organizations, Brad? Why? it doesn't make sense to have nonprofit organizations. I'm a musician. I'm an independent artist. Why do I need to join myself when, nonprofit organizations? And the answer is very easy, right? What are you going to do? The reason why I want you to reach out to these nonprofit organizations is because they have millions and millions of members that support their nonprofit organization. These people pay these nonprofit organizations, for charity money, revenue, and they have millions and millions of people on their database. That's what we're going after, to get into their database system. So how do we do this, right? You contact the marketing director and say, look, I have a great video, and what I want to do with this, because it's such an emotional video and everybody relates to it, and I think, and what I want to do is, I want to give 100% of the proceeds to your nonprofit organization. She's going to be like, what? You want to give all the proceeds from your video to our nonprofit organizations? You're going to say, yes, ma'am. That, or yes, sir. I want to do that. So you're going to do exactly that. And how you're going to negotiate the deal is you're going to have them place your video, your website on their home page. So whether it's the Salvation Army, the Boys and Girls Club, whatever the nonprofit organization is, make sure it's a major one, and you have to pick 3 of them because you want to get into 3 different funnels. So you're going to get out there, and they're going to say, okay, so we're going to put you on our homepage, and not only we're going to put you on our homepage, we're going to send a letter, an email to our database system, an email blast talking about your brand and you as an artist and how you're helping our organization, right? So 2 things happens when your video goes out on that email blast to their millions of members. One is, obviously, the video is coming from a credible source, which is their, they are members of this source. So why wouldn't they open in the mail? So the email is just going to say, check out this great talent. He's generating all these profits for organizations. You guys need to support this. Get involved if you can. So they're going to open the email after they see the headline, and now they're going to play your video, right? Because your video is going to be inside the mail as well. So what happens if, I would say, even if half of the people open their email and they have millions of people, automatically you're going to generate at least 500,000 views automatically as soon as they open. They didn't even buy the music on iTunes yet for you to give the proceeds back to nonprofit. You already get 500,000 views, and if all of them open, you could be up in the millions, viewership on your first content out there. And you're not even a mainstream artist, right? It's just because you went into that system of the nonprofit, and the reason that they open an email because they came from the nonprofit to their members, and their members had to open their email, because they are members of that nonprofit organization. So now they clicked it. Let's say they loved it, and now that video goes, right there, that video on their email, they're going to have an option to buy the song. So when they click on it, it goes straight to your official website, www, whatever your official name is, right? And now you have traffic, millions or even thousands going in to your website right there. So 2 things already happened that's great, that without a major label, you want to be able to, to reach. So what happened? It's because you use their data system, and they have millions of members, and now they're all going, that traffic is all going to your website. So now you get them right there on your website. They're seeing your content. They're seeing the whole theme of the song, and they say, wow, this guy is such a great guy, and all the proceeds are going to the nonprofit. Let me buy the music. So now they're going to buy the music, and then you're going to get, all that money going to your PayPal account. Make sure you have a PayPal account. You create a PayPal account, and then they're going to make the payment for the video or on iTunes, however you're going to collect on this e-commerce for your song. And make sure now you do this step. Now you get a camera. It doesn't have to be a Red Scarlet camera, any camera, even an iPhone camera, and you're going to record yourself looking at the funds, getting the funds, going to the bank, from the bank, you're giving, writing a check, going to the nonprofit organization, and you're going to hand them the check. Look, this is from the video that you guys helped me get out there, and here's all of the proceeds, as I promised, to your nonprofit organization. Then you're going to take that video, put it up online. That way it gives you credibility that you kept your word, and now everyone that's, it's on your website, they're already going to see the video that what you did with the money, and you gave it to the nonprofit, and they're going to be like, holy shit, this guy is amazing. Not only is he a great talent, he's helping the community, he's helping all the locals, and you're getting free publicity. Why? How are you going to get free publicity? What's happening? Here's what's happening, okay? Every nonprofit organization has a region office. Doesn't matter if it's in New York, LA, wherever you are. Omaha, right? It does not matter because they have a regional office, and every regional office, they do events for their members for that local region. So what you're going to go back to that marketing director from that nonprofit organization in the headquarters, you're going to say, look, I'm thinking about going around the country and putting my music out there. Is there any way that, since I already helped you guys, with this nonprofit thing, I gave you guys plenty of funds for my first single, is there any way for me to go to your headquarters, your local headquarters, I should say, and go there and play a song, do a concert. I want to reach out. I want to see these members face to face, the members that help me, get all this money to your nonprofit organization. They say, why not? We could do that. Not only we're going to do that, but we'll also get some publicity for you and have the local press there while you're there, because you're going to do the same thing. You're going to still generate income into their nonprofit organization. So they're going to send a letter, a press release to their local news, and they're going to say, we have so-and-so here, and he's been generating a great buzz online for our nonprofit. He's on our homepage. He's going to be here in our town. Is there any way you guys can come out and do a story on him? And why is he doing that? So not only you get free publicity from the press, now you get their local members going to see you perform live, and now what happens? You have a great fan base just out of the nonprofit alone, and we're not even talking about your hometown, your local followers. These are just fans that literally great fans that you just generated from the nonprofit organization. And you can do that all across America. You can start all the way from the bottom in Florida, go up all the way up to New York, and then you go across the country into Los Angeles and go down to Houston, Texas. And that's how you get out there. So in a way, you're touring, right? So what we have accomplished here, we were able to create a high-quality music content, with the Red Scarlet camera, premium content. We were able to get a music director, and we were able to get product placements into your video, all paid by the companies. And it cost you $0. And on top of that, we got your music and all these nonprofit funnels to millions of members out there in America and across the world, your music video. And did you have a record label helping you do that? No. Did you have an A&R helping you do that? No. You did it on your own. You reached out to the marketing director. You reached out to the director out there in the schools, the students. You reached out to to these companies to get the camera for you, and you did it by yourself. And that's the game right now. Do everything on your own. Don't wait for no one, and just keep doing it until that time comes when you generate so many buzz out there, so many impressions online through these funnel systems, is that these record labels now are going to come after you. And then now what you're going to do is, now you have a great point to negotiate and not get a little hot dog deal, but you're going to get a huge steak filet mignon deal, because this is how you're going to do it. And the first thing you need to do is create a record label on paper. You don't have to go out there and open an office for a record label. Just create something on paper, like an organization. And what you're going to do is, when the record label comes around to try to sign you, you will sign a distribution deal and not a 360 deal where they get a percentage out of everything that you do, whether it's your royalties, your music publishings, the creative controls of your music, and of course, anything that you do outside of music, colognes, clothing line, and who knows where it's going, right? Now you got your music going into your Xboxes, all the digital creators going in there. The internet is so young, so you have no idea what's going to be happening, 12 years from now. So you never want to give the rights to your digital creatives. It's almost like a real estate property online to no record label or A&R or none. Because you see, the record label, they're in the business of selling music, right? Selling units. So why do you want a piece of my publishing? Why do you want a piece of my, trademarks, copyrights, and everything else that comes with my music? Why do you want creative control of my creativity? So what you're going to do is you say, nah, you guys, I want to do a distribution deal. That way I stay with the creative control. Because even if they were to sign you today, let's say I was Warner Brothers, Universal, and I will sign you right now on the spot. You know what they're going to do? Because now when you go into terrestrial radio, you're going to be competing with big-time names like Eminem, Chris Brown, Rihanna. And so let's say they're going to say, this is the first quarter right now. We have all these artists coming out already on schedule. Let's maybe put out this guy that we just signed on the second quarter. Or maybe they move you to the third or maybe the fourth. Or even if they don't do that, now your project is going to be up on the shelf. And who knows when you're going to be coming out, because it's not a priority in them. Because right now they're thinking about making money, right? So if they think that your project is not available right now, or you're not good enough to even go on terrestrial radio or linear TV, they're going to shelf your project. And because of the schedule that they have so many artists already about to come out, and your projects just might not be their priority. So you don't want that. So last thing I want to say, and looking at this one right here, what are we going to do with this one? And this is something that it's never ending, and you're always going to have to be doing it yourself. Joint ventures and partnerships. Once your music is already out there on radio, linear TV, or wherever it is online, because remember, even right now where you're still unsigned, you're still a worldwide talent, because once your music go out there on the internet, it's the World Wide Web. So you are, at this moment, as soon as you put your video online and you go into those funnels of those nonprofits and everyone is going, directing traffic to your website, you are a worldwide artist. Okay? So we always want to have, and create joint ventures and partnerships, whoever comes along into your site. That's why you want to have your creative team reach out and create a dialogue on Facebook. Say, look, I'm beginning all these publicities. What do you guys do? What kind of service do you provide? Can I do something where you guys will be on my next video? Because remember, your next video is not going to go for the nonprofit. The nonprofit is just to get the spark started and get people traffic there to your site. Now for your second single and your third, you can keep all the money and you do whatever you want to do with it. Because now you're ready to create an establishment online and a brand that is forever out there online. Okay, so that's how it is. Those are the secrets right there. I hope you have a great night. Start tonight. Start going Googling all these nonprofits. Get your music out there and do it right. God bless you. And if you guys have any questions, just Facebook message me on www.facebook.com/Brad MacMayer. Have a great one, guys. See ya.